Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good morning. It's really early. It's like 8:30 in the morning. Dropped off my daughter at school, and last night I got a text message from one of my subscribers who lives, I believe, in Connecticut somewhere. Matthew Dunham. Anyway, he's been a long time subscriber, and I guess he was looking through like Facebook or something like that, Marketplace, and he saw a ezgo golf cart. Now, I always wanted a golf cart, but I wasn't really into that electric stuff. You know what I mean? I remember I took a cruise once, and I went to Catalina Island, and that island is filled with just golf carts. There's no cars. So we rented a golf cart and just went around the entire island, and it was a propane-powered one. The electric ones, as you guys know, they take about 6 to 8 full-size batteries that cost about $150 to $200 each. So if I got an electric golf cart, I'd have to invest like $1,000 in just batteries, which I wasn't interested in. I've always wanted to look for a gas golf cart. So he showed me a picture. Well, he showed me the listing. I went to the listing and I saw, and it was a picture of one of those long utility golf carts. You know, the kind that they use at golf, you know, like schools and golf courses, where there's like a bed in the back, you know, with a bench seat, and it's green. Anyway, it doesn't look like the bench is there, you know, which means that rain has been falling onto the engine for years. But it looks like most of the engine is underneath the bed, so it's probably not inundated with water all that much. Anyway, I think it's a horizontal shaft engine. I don't know if it works or not, obviously, you know, but it's in this guy's backyard. And he wrote free! And by the time I saw it, it was about 3 hours after the listing. But not everybody has a big full-size van with a winch that you can just suck it up, you know what I mean? So I'm headed over there to Bay Shore, Long Island, where a guy named Darius is gonna meet me there at 9. So I'm sort of almost there, and I'll try to show you guys what I pick up. So I'm here. He says that this gate opens and I can actually back up the truck. You guys see that? Hopefully it'll be an easy load. I'm waiting for the guy. So I'm back. It didn't take too long. It's about a half hour away. So let me tell you about it. The guy is a very interesting guy. Really cool. His name's Darius. And he's kind of like an entrepreneur in that area, you know. He owns that house, rents it out. He also wants to start, he already has a YouTube channel. Mr. Free World, go check him out. Really excellent editing skills that he has. Go subscribe to his channel. Just do him a favor. He's a really good guy, and I'm a firm believer in taking care of good people. You know what I mean? It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Anyway, we might work together someday in the future because he's got some really good editing skills. Anyway, really super nice guy. We had a lot in common. We talked for a long time. We talked more than actually trying to get this into the van. And let me tell you, this thing was difficult. This thing has got to be 3 times heavier than a lawn tractor. I mean, it's really heavy. And I want to say that the bed itself is the heaviest. 2 people could barely lift that thing. It was so heavy. It's off its hinges. It had to get off its hinges, otherwise it wouldn't fit. This thing would stick out like here, and I wouldn't be able to close my doors, you know? But this was really, because the wheels came off of the ramp, and it was so heavy, right? That it was binding on the part here. You can see all the wood has come off of my plywood here, you know? So, really heavy. This thing's a beast, really. Super long. This is like the longest thing I've ever had in my van. It barely fit. I had to move my doors outwards this way just so I can get it out. Getting this out is going to be another story. So look, I always wanted a golf cart, and especially one like this, the utility kind, you know, that has a bed on it. I don't know what I would ever do with it except just ride around the block for fun and stuff, but I don't know, it's just intriguing to me, you know, almost like a John Deere Gator, you know, those things, and it for it being a gas engine too, it's just intriguing to me. Just sitting here, I can smell urine, you know, I don't know if it's cat urine, dog urine, human urine, whatever, but it smells of urine. I know that I'm not going to be able to just start this up today, because looking at the engine, I mean, God knows how long it's been sitting outside in the elements with no cover, you know what I mean? But I can see that there's no air cleaner. There's like stuff missing from the engine, you know? I don't even know if there's a key either, you know? I doubt it. But it's definitely missing a carburetor too. So I don't know what I've gotten myself into, but like I said, it's intriguing. And thank you to one of my subscribers, Matthew Dunham, for pointing this deal out to me. Even 3 hours on Facebook Marketplace, I ended up getting it today, this morning, you know. So I'm pretty stoked that I have it. I'll get it out of the van, and we could take a better look at what we have. Whether or not it's worth putting it together, getting it going again, I mean, I want to, you know what I mean? But, and also, the rear tires were flat. So I used my auto tire inflator, and we pumped it up, and it's holding air. So we'll get this out, and we'll see more about it. Shout out to John Gemelli from Huntington Station, New York, for buying a sticker, and also to Anthony De Jesus from Vineland, New Jersey, for buying a sticker. Keep those sticker sales coming, guys. Oh, speaking of stickers, as you guys know, I have a gun channel too, right? And I just ordered 10 samples just to see what they would look like on my new logo. Cool, huh? Got the AR-15 in there. Mowers, blowers, and guns. Go check that out. Subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free. I had to take those bolts off so that this thing would go down so it would clear. I'm surprised that the front two tires actually hold air. It's gonna pump up all 4 tires just so that it rolls better. Well, what do you guys think? It's an ezgo workhorse. I have no idea what it is, how many horsepower the engine is. All I know is it's one of those cool golf carts you see at a golf course. I always wanted one. Just pumped up the tires. And believe it or not, when I was trying to get this onto the van, right, the rear brakes were seized. It wouldn't move. But when I put the winch on there and started moving it, it went bam, unseized it, like a crack sound, you know? So I believe it rolls. And I don't even know like where the shifter is for the transmission. I have no idea where that is. No idea. But thank goodness it is free rolling, and I know for sure that the transmission is not engaged. And I don't even know where to shift it. Let's take a walk around. So obviously it's missing the bench seat, right? And the engine is right here. I want to say this is an alternator or maybe a starter. Looks like a starter or alternator. So you can see there's no carburetor. Belts look okay. That main belt over there is what drives the transmission. This is one of those CVT transmissions, right? I think. Variable something or other, similar to an MTD. There's a fuse over there. There's a horn, a relay, solenoid. Here's some kind of latch. Has a fuel pump. Here's the fuel tank. Do I even dare to look? Oh dear. Black. Oh, the smell from that. Oh, look. Aha. There's a transmission, forward and reverse. Not sure if this belongs on there. Gas pedal, brake pedal, parking. Now what's good news about this is, check this out. Steering is like butter. No problem. That's always a big deal. Is that the steering is seized, but it's like butter. No problem. So that's definitely a bonus. Has what used to be a roof. Bumper. ezgo, a Textron company. I've heard of Textron somewhere, I don't know where. Like I said, it appears that all 4 wheels hold air. Frame has some rust, but not rot, you know what I mean? Which is good. This thing, this bed, the liner inside is good. I mean, really good considering, you know what I mean? Has a tailgate that you can open, right? This thing is really heavy. Really heavy. I mean, I could barely lift it up, you know? And it's off the hinges. So this could come off if I had another person to help me lift it, you know? It's got your rear deflectors. Bumper. Has leaf springs under there, as you can see. Leaf springs. Smells like urine, though. But I'm pretty stoked, man. I like it. I like it a lot. I always wanted one of these. I would have taken a regular golf cart and put a bed on it, But what's better than getting what I want? I got one, the exact kind that I wanted. The utility golf cart. And gas. I don't want the electric ones because you got to end up buying $1,000 worth of batteries and charging it all the time. And those only last like 3 to 5 years. You got to buy another $1,000 set of batteries again after 5 years. With the engine, starts, runs, shut it off, starts, runs, shut it off, forever. As long as you take care of it. But this is the ezgo workhorse, and I'm stoked about getting it. It is by far the biggest thing I've ever gotten in terms of small engine. And look at the nose. It's in great shape. I mean, just think about me buffing this out with ATF. It would look great. I really don't think this is very old. I think he said it was a 2002, which isn't all that old, you know? But getting this engine to run is another story. I'd have to do a lot of research about it first. Find out where the oil is and everything, what's connected to that, the carburetor, what else, you know? What am I missing out of it? How do you start it, you know? That's a good question. How do you even start it? Am I missing like the ignition? Oh, look. Okay, well, we got the ignition. I don't know what that is. Module, some kind of module. This may take quite a bit. Here's some kind of a pulley cover, obviously. Be nice if I found a key though, huh? Got some bolts here. I don't see a key. Key would be nice, but I'm sure I could buy one. But yeah, this is definitely not going to be a project where everything's going to be free. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to put some serious money into this to get this to go. Any of you guys know anything about golf carts, please? Any help would be appreciated. Leave it in the comments. I'm gonna try to lift this off, and so I can get a better look at the engine. Okay, so check this out. I got the, I moved the bed. Like I said, it's super heavy. This is all steel on the bottom here. So, I've come to the conclusion, right, that these two hinges here, the holes, are the pivot points for the hinge here, so that it's a dump bed. So whatever you got on it, you could just dump it. You know what I mean? And I wanna try to get it on there, you know, and secure it onto this hinge. That way I could just tilt the bed upwards so I can see the engine. Like I said, it's super heavy. The shocks, axle. This engine is ME29, made in Japan. How about it, huh? This thing spins. Belt looks good. Here's the muffler. Exhaust. It's obviously a 2-cylinder because it has 2 spark plugs. I don't hear a click. Oil, put the oil in there. I just checked the oil, it's good. Here, I'll show you. Look, see? It's yeller. Like I said, it's missing the carburetor. I want to say that's the starter. But wouldn't I need a battery too? I guess maybe the battery tray could be there. Here, take a look at this. I'm gonna try to get you in here through a canal. Look at that flywheel cover. This cover here. This looks very much like a Kohler. This cover here, it's almost identical to a Kohler. Looks exactly like it. This might be the coil. The ignition coil here. Yeah, it is. That's weird though, see? This is obviously the fuel pump, okay? So this is the crankcase pulse into the fuel pump. This is the line from the gas into the fuel pump, pushing fuel into the carburetor. So it's missing the carburetor for sure. Isn't this interesting, fellas? This is the rubber stopper, so it prevents the impact, whatever. Look at this pulley with the teeth. I think that cover over there is for that pulley. This seems to be really rusty. I almost wish he didn't take off that cover, you know. Darius didn't do any of this. It came with the car, the house. When he bought the house, this was in it. Look at this. This thing here looks like this has to be connected to the carburetor throttle somehow. Linkages move. Look at that, moves. Cable from the pedal. Throttle. It moves. It's not seized. Like I said, the belts look good. I want to say that this area here is for the battery. Yep, that's a battery tray for sure. Here we go. Negative terminal. Just need a positive terminal somewhere. Here we go. There's another terminal. I'm almost afraid to put a battery to it. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's a little piece of it right here, man. This is a review of what I got today. It looks kind of promising, you know? Not like easy, not by a long shot, right? Not easy, but I think it has definite potential. I mean, it can be, I think I could get it to run. I just think I can, you know? A lot of penetrating oil in the engine area, loosen it up, put a battery to it, do some research on the engine, find what I need. Definitely a carburetor, right? I mean, all I can see right now is really a carburetor missing and maybe an air box. I don't know what it looks like. See, maybe a fuel pump too. Battery. Got to find a key, ignition switch. I got to figure out how to do all that. But right now, before I end this video, I want to get this the hinges on there for the bed, so that's not going to be an issue. Because if I have to lift that thing off every time I need to look in there, it's a pain. That thing's super heavy. I remember seeing some bolts in here. I bet you these are the bolts that hold the bed onto it. I bet you. There's a bunch of bolts here. I'm gonna get my jack so it can help me out to at least align it onto the hinges. There's a bunch of stuff in here. I don't know what any of it is. Okay, as you guys saw, I found a couple of bolts long enough, lined up the hinges to the pivot point, 1/2 inch, got it on there. Doesn't that look great? It's like a dump cart. So over here there's a latch. See? Holy cow! And it latches, see? So it stays where it is. And then if you want to dump something, pull up on it. Awesome. I want to say that it should be limited. So I bet you this thing hooks onto here. Holy cow. Yeah, like that. Put a pin in there. Okay, then how do you... So this bar here needs a R-clip. And this goes over here and you can pull it up and then let it run along this rail. But the rail has been pushed down, so there's no room for it to go. Ouch. Ooh, my head. This thing goes in there. Alright. I'm going to bend this outwards so that this thing could roll along. This is aluminum. There we go. See that? Look at that. Perfect. Awesome. All right. That's a piece of it right there. So how about it, guys? Pretty good, huh? Blew it clean, no more leaves in there. Got the bed onto the hinges so we can pivot now. Blew all the leaves out of the engine bay and the battery area so I can see things. Much cleaner now. There's no more dirt here. there was actually quite a lot of parts in there. I had to dig through the crap with my hands to see if I was missing a screw or two. Well, I am missing a few screws for sure. But this is exciting. I mean, I'm just excited because it's something completely new and different for me, completely out of my element. I mean, yeah, I understand engines pretty well, but I have absolutely never dealt with anything like this before. But honestly, it's not so different than a lawn tractor, you know what I mean? Not at all. Look at the size of that gas tank. You could easily put 5 or 8 gallons in there of gas. Go forever, as long as you had a reliable engine. Now think about this for a second. Let's say this engine is DONESKI, right? I could just put a Predator horizontal on there, right? But then they don't come with electric start. I think some models might. But I'm gonna try to see if this engine isn't frozen. It feels like it is. I saw this in the pile. I don't know what that is. I thought for a second it might be a mirror or something, but the holes don't line up to anything. And I know that this has got to be part of it, you know? I just don't know. Anybody have experience with these Club EasyGo golf carts? Let me know if you think this is part of it. Either way, I'm not throwing it out because I think I might need it. Here looks like the air box that I was looking for. See, you could see that's where carburetor goes. Here's the air filter element goes here. You know, I think this might be the air box with no cover, unless I threw the cover away, I'm not sure. So I've got a pile of stuff that I have for the golf cart over here, along with my pile of other crap. So like I said, I mean, I want to start working on that thing. I do, but I can't just stop in the middle of this, right? So I've put this on hold for a while because, I mean, honestly, a lot of you guys have been telling me, Henry, I don't know why you haven't thrown that engine away like 100 years ago. It's true. I am relentless, and I don't give up unless I absolutely have to, you know? But it looks like this thing might be DONESKI. It just might be. But I don't want to give up on this tractor either, you know? So as you guys know, I did just pick up a John Deere V-twin from that John Deere that I just got. I think this engine might work. I could put that engine on here, but I would need the long throttle and choke cables because the V-twins have it over here. So I would need 2 long throttle and choke cables. And I guess here would be we could put a choke. But anyway, I don't know. I'm so overwhelmed right now, I don't know what to do. And not to mention the fact that I don't know where to keep this. Where am I going to keep this? Should I just leave it in the driveway like this? I guess. Nobody could steal it. I mean, I guess I could, but why would you want to, right? So that's my video for today. Thanks to subscriber Matthew Dunham for tipping me off this thing. And thanks Darius, wonderful guy, for giving it to me. It was quite an adventure getting it. Also quite an adventure meeting you and talking for so long. I'm excited about this project, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna count on the knowledge of some of my subscribers. Hey, out of 10,000 subscribers, somebody's got to know about these golf carts, right? Gas engine, fantastic. So the brake pushes down, but it doesn't retract. Anyhow, I don't know what my next step is. I've got a Husqvarna tractor back there that runs, but badly. I got that beige one in the garage I don't know what to do with. I've got so much to do, just not enough time. And I want to start working on this, but I don't have all the parts anyway. So I'm going to do some research on this first. Maybe think about some kind of a bench, you know? I don't know. First things first, got to get the engine started, right? That's the first thing. In the meantime, I guess I'll just keep it here in the driveway. I mean, it's like another car, you know what I mean? Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me on today's episode. The EasyGo golf cart workhorse pick. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.